Alright, so I'm actually recording audio for this one, but as you can see, this one might require a little bit more explanation because I've done a little bit more than just making the graphics pop, quite literally. Um, right over here, you see these two top numbers, uh, which are set at -1, and you see two numbers right here, which are both 0. And all these mean is that neither I nor Gary have selected a thing. It means we haven't selected either rock, scissors, or paper. Now, when I select one of these, it'll actually change this value to either 0, 1, or 2, respectively. And when that happens, that's going to trigger him to choose a number between 0 and 255, and I split that into thirds, so if it's 0 to 85, he'll end up choosing rock, and if it's 86 to 171, I think, he'll end up choosing scissors, and if it's 172 to 255, he'll end up choosing paper. However, what that's going to trigger is if you look over here to our little notepad that I have set up right here, this is actually going to that was gross, I'm sorry. This is actually going to compare a data structure that I have set up, and we have 0 being rock, 1 being scissors, and 2 being paper. And it's actually going to completely ignore this column. This column is just for my sake, for when I'm typing in the code, and it's instead going to look towards this one. It's going to check. What I did is that I typed in each individual thing, and it is actually going to check the corresponding number. So if I were to select rock, it's going to check over here and say, 1. And what happens then is that it's going to compare the value up of right here, Gary's number, to the value in the table here. And when that happens, he is it's actually going to either, if the value is the same, my win count, which is the 0 that's up top right here, my win count will actually go up. But if his number is equal to the paper, which would be 2, then his win count's going to go up. And if it's neither 1 nor 2, then that must mean he also selected rock, and that means that it's a draw. There's no visuals for this. I kind of have to guess based on the number, but if I go ahead and here and give you a quick demonstration, you can see that it actually works, and he won that because he selected paper, I selected rock, rock being 0, paper being 2. Let's go ahead and select scissors, and I actually won that one. So it all works, but right now I need to select visuals as I'm sitting here waffling. I'm actually wondering if I can replace the value in the code that tells it to go look at the X to instead look at the player number, the number that the player selected, and maybe I can make my code look a bit more cleaner. But instead of having like 3 different differentiating else commands. But yeah, that's it. I think it's been self-explanatory. There's no really strategy here. It's just, you know, and I'm probably going to program it so that I don't know how to even begin best 2 out of 3 mechanisms, so I'll probably just be to first to 3 wins, and that's probably what I'll do. But for now, it just keeps going, and you can just sit here playing rock paper scissors with Gary Oak as you please. I would love to include graphics, and I'm definitely going to do that, but for now this is just a simple rock paper scissors game.